boys and girls, it's Mrs. Deacon. We're going to read one of my favorite stories today. So we're going to talk all about what it's like to be a good friend. We're going to read The Rainbow Fish, one of my favorite stories. Okay, let's get started. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. Look how pretty. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmery scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus, and maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Boys and girls, what do you think let's stop and think about this. What do you think the Rainbow Fish should do right now? Yeah, I really think that the Rainbow Fish should make a better choice and should probably share his beautiful shiny scales. That would be the smart choice, right? That would be the good choice to make. The poor choice would be to not share his beautiful scales. So let's find out what he does, okay? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The Rainbow Fish wavered. "Only one very, very small, shimmery scale," he thought. Well, maybe I won't miss just one." What do you think, boys and girls? Is he making a good choice or a poor choice? I think he's going to make a good choice. Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among all of his blue scales. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. So boys and girls, the other day we read about feelings. So the feeling that the rainbow fish might be having is rainbow fish might be feeling a little bit jealous, right? He might say, well, I really didn't want to share my shimmery scale. So he might be feeling a little jealous. But let's see how he ends up feeling at the end of the story. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. So now, boys and girls, he was feeling a little jealous. Now, how do you think he's feeling? What do you think his feelings are now? I think he's feeling sort of proud, don't you? I think he's feeling proud that he was able to share his scales and that all of the other fish had these beautiful shimmery scales. It's good to feel proud. Jealous is not a good feeling. Proud is a really good feeling. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. So there you go, boys and girls. They just said that the rainbow fish felt happy, right? So that was his feeling of happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. So now his feeling is happy, right? He's feeling very happy that he was able to share. Because boys and girls, when you do a good thing and you share or you're nice to your friends, it makes you feel happy. The end. I really hope you enjoyed my story, The Rainbow Fish. It's one of Mrs. Meekin's favorite stories. And after you read this story, Mrs. Meekin made a short video about what it's like to be a good friend. And there are good choices and there are poor choices when you're being a good friend, and things that you can say and things that you can do to be a good friend. So what I want you to do after you listen to this story is I want you to think about, when is a time that you were a really good friend? And maybe draw a picture of it. And if you want to share it with Mrs. Meekin, you can. Okay? All right, boys and girls, I hope everybody has a good day. Bye.